What's up, everybody? This is Bruce, aka Geektacular, and today I've got another unboxing for you. Today we're going to be unboxing the debut EP from ILLIT called Super Real Me, and this is actually the Weverse albums version. So there's a couple different versions. The standard kind of deluxe one comes in a big box. It's got, a little photo book and a bunch of other inclusions and things like that. This one is the Weverse album version. So it's a lot smaller, and it comes mostly with photo cards and then a QR code to unlock a digital photo book, as well as some digital photo cards in addition to the physical ones in here. So I've kind of decided to maybe start collecting the Weverse albums versions for some groups that I collect, just because I don't have an infinite amount of space. I really like the big meaty CD deluxe versions that have, the photo books and the CD and all the extra cool stuff. I really like those versions, but they take up so much space, and I feel like it's only gotten worse over the years. I feel like releases have gotten bigger and bigger, and sometimes when I get a release now, I'm thinking it's going to be like a normal size, book or whatever, and it ends up being like a foot long. So, I feel like there's a slight creep in the size of the albums over the years, at least since I've been collecting, and I just don't have enough space to store and keep all that stuff, but I want to buy a copy of the album to support the artists, and I want at least something that, I can kind of hold and deal with. So I'm going to start maybe picking up some of these Weverse albums, like I said, which basically just give you a bunch of photo cards in here, and then a QR code to unlock a bunch of digital stuff, including the album, digitally as well. So I think that's a pretty good compromise, and it still counts toward the album sales and all that good stuff. So I'm going to give those a try. The only one that I have is the original Jack in the Box release from J-Hope, his first solo album that came out a few years ago now. When it came out, it only came out on Weverse album version, so that's what I got. And then just recently, a few months ago, they came out with like a full CD version of it. I have both, but that's the only Weverse album I own. So this will, I think, going forward, maybe with ILLIT, maybe a couple other groups, I might go ahead and start collecting the Weverse albums versions. So I just kind of wanted to show you what's in here. It does come in a little plastic resealable envelope here. So let's go ahead and open this up. Just a little Mylar bag. And it does have a little bit of like info here about how the bag is eco-friendly and that kind of stuff. The other thing about these releases is they're more eco-friendly than the CD versions. There's a lot less, all this stuff is basically just paper, different versions of paper. A lot of the stuff is made with, recycled stuff, or, this product is recyclable and made from sustainable materials. So these versions, in addition to being a lot smaller, I can collect a lot more of these. But they're also a little bit more eco-friendly too. So I just want to kind of show you the artwork here. So kind of a similar vibe to the full release in terms of sort of like the hand-drawn art and that kind of stuff. And then here's the back. And then here is a little clasp and the whole thing is just kind of made of paper, and it just sort of just some photo cards in here. So just going to try to be real careful. Pop this open here. And then here we go. So yeah, nothing too crazy. That's literally the whole inside here. So it's pretty much just this little sleeve right here. And then here are all of the cards. So let's see. So this is just instruction. This is just a little thin piece of paper with some instructions on it about how to redeem everything. And then I'll show you all these cards. These are basically standard size semi-gloss photo cards here. So I'll just show you all the ones I got. I don't know if they're random or if you get one for each member. I'm not sure exactly. Looking looking funny there. I like her a lot. And so each one just has kind of the same backing, similar backings, just slightly different coloring. Here we go. One He, Aroha, and then a group shot. This one's a little bit more papery. So these cards are a bit more glossy, as you can kind of tell, and this one's kind of more matte, like paper. So this one has a slightly different material, this group card here. And the back of this is what you scan into Weverse to unlock the digital album on your Weverse Albums app. Basically, you just download and install the Weverse Albums app. You log in with your Weverse account. You just go in and you scan that. And then you have access to the full album in digital version. So you can stream it digitally in the Weverse Albums app. You own it forever in that app. And you get access to a digital photo gallery that's only unlockable with the Weverse Albums version. And then you also get kind of a randomized digital photo card too. So yeah, that is the whole release there. Like I said, this is kind of a more minimal release, but if you want to buy the album, you want to support them, and you want a version of the album that's not tied to, you know, a subscription like Spotify or something like that, then the Weverse album versions are not too bad because you do unlock them forever. I don't think you can download them or listen to them outside of the app. So if the Weverse album app ever goes defunct, that could be a problem. But most people don't really download their music to play on like stuff like people download Spotify playlists, they can listen to them offline, but most people aren't downloading them to archive them on their PC or to burn them to CDs or something like that, sort of like we used to do. So if you just want a digital version that's not tied to a subscription or anything like that, then this is actually a good option, and it's very small, very compact. I can fit probably 50 of these in the size of some of these releases that have been coming out recently. So, but I get people's hesitance with wanting to buy a physical version that only comes with a digital copy of the album. I get that. So I kind of understand both points. Definitely, you know, buying the CD makes it so that nobody can ever take that music away from you. You can always listen to the CD no matter what happens. But sort of as CD players become less and less ubiquitous and, you know, people have less and less use for things like that, I don't know. It's something to consider at least. So thank you everybody for watching. If you like ILLIT or if you collect anything else, any other K-pop related stuff from bands like LE SSERAFIM, New Jeans, &TEAM, BTS, ENHYPEN, Tomorrow by Together, any band like that, definitely check out my channel. I have playlists for all those artists with tons of unboxings, and I will have many more in the future. So if you're into that kind of thing, definitely hit subscribe and let me know in the comments what your favorite song off Super Real Me is. So thanks everybody for watching, and I'll catch you next time.